Hey, hope you're having a great day. In today's video, I'm going to teach you a very simple 3-step process to getting college tuition for free, like literally not having to pay for college, okay? 3 simple steps. The reason I'm recording this video is because I just watched videos on how to get college tuition for free, and most of the content out there it's just terrible, okay? Go be a golf caddy for 4 years to get free college tuition, or really lame stuff that's not a reality for most normal people. And guess what? You don't have to get full ride scholarships or be a super genius either. This process is for normal people. So if you're a normal person that wants college paid for and not out of your own pocket, then let's dive in. Hi, I'm Ryan Swait, and I used to be a 2-time college dropout, making just $12 an hour. Then I learned how to hack college and earned an entire bachelor's degree in 9 months flat. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll show you how. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I want to show you how much college actually costs, okay? And I'm pulling these numbers from a past video that I did on the actual cost of college. I literally do a full breakdown. I'll leave that link down below in the description if you want to see that. But colleges aren't honest with you. It's always more expensive than they tell you it's going to be. Now, on the low end, it's going to be $79,000, $80,000 for a college degree. On the high end, it's going to be $250,000 or more for a college degree. Now, I'm going to show you the strategy. We're going to dive in, and you're not going to have to pay for this if you follow all 3 of these steps. It's super important. Now, the average time to earn a bachelor's degree in the United States, and it depends on what type of school you enroll in. There's private schools, there's public schools, there's for-profit, there's nonprofit. All these schools have different numbers, different stats. But to kind of lay it out simply, it's going to be normally between 5.5 to 8 years to earn a bachelor's degree. So let's go through the 3 steps to not have to pay for school, and you're going to do it faster as well. Let's break it down. Now, step 1, you've got to shorten the time to graduation, because the longer you're enrolled in school, the more money you have to pay, right? If you're in school for 6 years, like the average student is, you have 6 years of college expenses, and that's through the roof ridiculous. So the very first thing you're going to need to do is figure out how to not be in college for 6 years and graduate a whole lot faster, because the shorter amount of time you're in school, the less money you're going to pay. So the goal here is to graduate, earn an entire college degree in less than 1 year. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's absolutely doable even if you have a full-time job, even if you have kids. I did it in 9 months with a wife, kids, and a full-time job, literally just in my free time. You basically are going to hack college, you're going to test out of all your classes, and you're going to do it in less than a year. That means you're only going to pay for 1 year's worth of tuition if you can do it in under a year, okay? I'm going to leave a link down below to a video. If you'd like to learn the process of degree hacking, I'll leave a link so you can watch that video as well. But that's step 1. Graduate faster, because you'll pay less tuition. You'll have less expenses the faster you graduate, okay? Now, step 2 is going to be lower your cost per year by attending a more affordable university, specifically online. And I know online school for a long time didn't have a great reputation, but then guess what? The pandemic hit a few years ago, and boom, all of a sudden everything goes online. All major universities go online, and now, a good portion of students are going to college online, and employers are very comfortable with it because the world has changed. So online schooling, the pandemic is like the best thing that's ever happened for online schooling. But you're going to find an affordable university, make sure it's regionally accredited, make sure it has a good, strong reputation, and there are lots of programs out there that can be a good fit for this. But you're going to want a good reputation, regionally accredited, and it's going to be online, and it's going to be a lot cheaper. Okay, now the goal here is you want to find a program that's going to cost you $10,000 per year or less. Okay, so you're narrowing down, going to graduate in under a year, and you're going to go to a school that offers tuition for $10,000 per year or less. Well, guess what that does? Just right off the bat, if you had to pay cash for all of this, what happens is, guess what? Instead of $250,000 or $90,000 to $250,000, you've narrowed your financial responsibility down to $10,000 and your time commitment is down to 1 year. So those are the first two steps. Narrow it down. So boom, instead of being responsible for $90,000+ in tuition, you're responsible for 10 grand. Okay. Now the third step is you're going to find ways to cover that $10,000 in tuition using a few different methods. Number one is always going to be government grants, because guess what? It takes like a half an hour to fill out the FAFSA application. If you don't know what FAFSA is, I'll leave a link down below so you can go and fill out that application. But essentially, the government has a program where if they don't feel like you can afford college, you fill out this application, show your income, things like that. And if they feel like you can't afford it, they pay for your college tuition for you. So that's plan A, okay? Plan A is government grants. And it's really important to narrow it, do the first two steps first, because guess what? Government grants will not cover $250,000 in tuition. So you're going to narrow it down to 10 grand. And then guess what? If you get approved for a grant, you're almost certainly going to have 100% of your tuition covered. Now, plan B is going to be scholarships. And I know you might be thinking like, scholarships, I can't qualify for scholarships because I didn't get good grades in high school, or I wasn't an athlete, or I wasn't a musician, or any of those things. Guess what? That's okay. There are scholarships for normal people. Keep in mind, when you're getting scholarships, you're not trying to get $100,000 in scholarships. You're trying to get $10,000 in scholarships. That's way, way easier. You can apply for lots of little scholarships, $500 scholarships, $1,000, $2,000, $2,500 scholarships. And you're going to get 5 or 6 scholarships, combine those together to pay for that $10,000 in tuition. As you notice, I'm not showing you some magic pill that's a free way to attend college by being a golf caddy or something like that. No, you're being a normal person and you're just creating a structured process to be able to do this. If you go apply for a whole bunch of scholarships, guess what? $10,000 of scholarships is not that difficult. Now, there's always plan C and plan D. Plan C is pay cash out of pocket, okay? If you narrow it down to $6,000, $7,000 to $10,000, this might be more reasonable. And a lot of schools have payment plans. You enroll in the school and you pay a monthly payment to the school and they let you enroll, and then you pay it off through the school and you don't have to take out loans or anything like that. So that is a valid option if it's a small amount of money, right? No one's going to pay cash for $200,000 in tuition unless you have really, really rich parents or something like that. That's just kind of off the table, right? And of course, plan D, student loans, okay? Student loans are a bad idea if you're going to bury yourself in debt, okay? The average student loan in the United States takes 21 years to pay off, and on average, that monthly payment's about $400 a month. $400 a month for 21 years is a bad idea. Never, ever sign up for that, okay? But let's say you only have to cover $7,000 to $10,000 in tuition. Well, a $7,000 to $10,000 loan or student loan, your monthly payment is going to be pennies, okay? And you don't have to start paying that off until you either graduate or drop out, okay? As long as you're enrolled in college, you don't have to make payments towards that student loan. So if you have a $7,000 to a $10,000 loan, you go to college, get the college degree, and then graduate, guess what? You qualify for a better job. On average, a college grad, like fresh out of college, makes like $2,000 more per month than someone with a high school diploma. So imagine you graduate and get a $2,000 per month pay raise, and you have a $7,000 to $10,000 loan to pay off. Guess what? You're going to have that thing paid off in 6 to 12 months in all likelihood. So there are smart ways to take out student loans, but it's that simple. You're going to do those first two steps, narrow your tuition responsibility down to $10,000 or less by doing this in under a year, by choosing a really respected online program. And then you're going to figure out, using those 4 plans, basically how to pay for that $10,000. There's no magic pill. There's no free college or scholarship that someone without good grades or musical skills or athletic skills, or there's no magic thing that gives a normal person free college tuition other than maybe grants. But you can be really, really smart about it, narrow down your responsibilities, and pay for a much smaller amount of money using these strategies. I hope this has helped. If you follow these steps, guess what? You will not have to pay for college, okay? It's that simple. You actually have to go through the steps and do the work and be creative though, okay? If you want to learn how to earn an entire college degree in less than a year and which schools to look for, I'll leave a link down to my basically, it's a degree hacking tutorial. I'll leave the link down below. You can go watch it for free. No strings attached. I hope this video has added value to your day. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you in the next video.